What's happening, everybody? I'm Brink Young, and I got a question for all you artists out there. Does your music video have what it takes to make the BrinkTV countdown on Comcast in Memphis and Atlanta? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, right? Well, if it is, go ahead and submit your music video. It's simple. All you got to do is go to www.brinktvshow.com, go to the contact section, and email us your video. Now, there is a submission fee, but it's only $25. Once your music video is submitted, it stays in the voting selection for a total of 8 weeks. So that's 8 opportunities for your video to be seen on Comcast in Memphis and Atlanta. So what are you waiting on? Go ahead and submit your music video today. What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are tuning in to the most award-winning independent talk show in the whole South, none other than Brink TV. Got to do it like Rob Van Dam, Brink TV. Do not adjust your TV set. We got a new face, but really and truly, he Brink TV alumni. I'm talking about from day one. This guy is a phenom. A phenomenal talent. He can sing, he can rap. He's getting into acting. Hey, this boy got so much talent, and he ain't trying to Wells Fargo neither. So, ladies, hey, he can pay for it, but he ain't trying to Wells Fargo. I'm talking about none other than Bernard Flowers. How you doing, homie?
My dog, man, I'm wonderful. I can't complain, bro.
Hey, first and foremost, I got to say thanks for coming on the show. It means a lot to have you on this platform because it's an interview I've been wanting to do for a long time, man.
Man, first and foremost, man, I just want to say thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying? And I really want to publicly, give you your flowers because I feel like you definitely don't get enough credit for what you bring to the culture, what you bring to the game, and what you bring to Memphis as a whole. You feel me? So I just want to let you know that niggas appreciate you. We need you. And salute.
Man, I appreciate that, man. It don't get no better than that. We talk about getting my flowers from Bernard Flowers, man. No pun intended, man. Hey, I appreciate the props because it's definitely a movie. Sure. But I got to talk to you, man, because be honest, you rarely do. Matter of fact, you don't do interviews.
Right.
So what made you choose to do this longer-awaited interview with Brink TV?
Man, honestly, bro, that's kind of like a 10. I got a 10-part answer to that because it's so many reasons why I haven't done interviews.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But to be as brief as possible, the craft done had me, bro. You feel me? And I just felt like I've been at a point in my career where I just wanted to, 100% completely give myself to the art. You feel me? And I wanted to build a foundation that I had, something to talk about.
Right.
You feel me? So, from a lens of somebody else's perspective, they might feel like, oh, why you don't do interviews or whatever the case may be. But me personally, I just feel like I had more to do in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my shot better. You feel me? I had to work on my defense. I had to rebound better. You know what I'm saying? I had to be coachable. You know what I mean? So I just felt like it was a lot of chinks in my armor that I had to kind of map out for myself before I got on camera and just got to rambling about anything.
Right.
You feel me? So, but I chose to do it now because, of course, I just put out new music.
Absolutely.
New videos. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on. I'm about to start acting. I'm finna start on a movie in 2 weeks. So I just had a lot going on, and I just feel like now's the perfect time. Besides, my team just been on me like, bro, you got to get on camera, bro. You got to talk, bro. You got to, you know what I mean? So my manager had came to me, and I had already been pondering doing interviews. A lot of different platforms been reaching out to me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. But I personally chose you because you know our history.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? And I support everything that you've been doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just want to be a part of it. So when I decided subconsciously to do interviews, I was like, let me call bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's basically what it was.
Man, I definitely appreciate that. And, kind of like what you were saying, I've seen you and known you for a long time. Right. And it's crazy, just seeing your growth. I appreciate you actually having that self-awareness, knowing that there was things about you that you got to work on.
Absolutely.
Why? Because that's rare as a young black man. I remember you from back then. I'm talking about it, and I ain't just finna beat you up or nothing that, and I ain't finna preach to you, but I'm saying you was probably one of the most hard-headed people I ever encountered.
Absolutely.
But I saw something deep inside you. I'm glad you see it, and I'm glad that you modified it that way that you can get to where you are today.
Right.
You know, because I understand the environment. Like I said, we from the same, you know, we both from Memphis, but you know, what part of town you from, man?
I'm
Exactly.
from Westwood, to be exact.
Okay.
Bottom,
So,
hey.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And of course, I did my time in Westwood. Y'all know what time it is. Like I said, if you went to Westwood Elementary back in the day, you know that the Ninja Turtles and Fat Albert was on the cafeteria wall in the cafeteria. So, like I say, hey, shout out to rest in peace. I say to Jerry. You know, I don't know if y'all remember Jerry. You said, "What's your phone number?" Had the suspenders on. You see what I'm saying? Like, so, hey, I know
Shawty was scared of bread, man. Shawty was scared of white bread, man.
Yeah.
You know. So rest in peace to Shawty.
See, we know, you know, we from Westwood. Well, I'm from South Memphis, but I did my time out there. But like I say, man, we come from such a rough environment. I'm just glad to see you in the space that you are.
Absolutely.
Creatively and as a man. Like I say, that's maturity. That shows a lot of maturity, man. All right, so let's go ahead transition, man, because, you know, one thing about you, you know, you a hooper, true hooper.
Right.
You know,
right.
let's talk about them basketball days, man, because you use that as a metaphor talking about, you know, modifying your game. But let's talk about them basketball days, man. What was popping?
Hey, I still can do it.
Okay.
You feel me? When I feel like it, I still can do it. But like basketball meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
You know, on my come up, you know what I'm saying? Just me growing as a man, as a person, you know what I'm saying? It's a big part of my life.
Yeah.
You know, niggas wanted to be Allen Iverson before they wanted to be like Lil Wayne.
Right.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? Niggas was forced to be like Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Niggas couldn't be Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, basketball meant a lot to me. It still do. You know what I mean? I'm just a gambling man now, so I gamble. I put my money up. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, yeah, basketball was something that meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And it made me, you know, understand. It teach you different scenarios that you can kind of compare to life.
Right.
You feel me? So, yeah, basketball is definitely something fun to do.
All right, so we kind of gonna see a lot of similarities, you know, in this interview about your life and basketball because, you know, and I'm gonna talk about this, you know. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Paper Boys, you know, PBZ.
Absolutely.
Let's start out with that. That was my first encounter with you. Of course, that was the group. Definitely got to say R.I.P. to Flatboy Z.
Only my boy.
You know, I saw you guys, and immediately I was like, BET, MTV. As far as commercialism, you guys had the complete package. And at the time, there was no other group that had that. None. You know, 3 6 Mafia, their style was a lot more gritty, a lot more, you know, I guess you would say the industry had to adapt to it. But you guys came industry ready, and I don't mean that as an insult.
Right.
You feel me? Because sometimes people, I ain't industry, bro. You know. So let's talk about those days, man. Going. Bubblicious, all of that. Man, y'all had a Gucci Mane feature. Nobody had a Gucci Mane feature back then, man. Let's talk about it, man.
I mean, just with that whole situation, them was the first people that I recorded records with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've been beating on the table rapping.
Yeah.
You feel me? But that's the first situation that I actually could call myself a professional.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could record a record and actually hear myself on the playback.
Yeah.
That was the first time I did that. So, man, where do I start? Like, it was just crazy, bro. Like, it was just fun. You know, I can honestly say if I had to pick a word, I just would say it was just fun.
Yeah.
It was just something fun to do, and we studied the game before. Like, when I was hooping and playing basketball and doing this and doing that and wanted to be another person, on the way to them games, we was listening to music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So before I even got on the microphone, I studied the game.
Yeah.
I studied my favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? I studied all this stuff. So when it came down to me doing it, it was kind of like second nature.
Right.
You know, so that's why people be like, man, y'all was ready. It was crazy because we was ready before we actually made a song.
Right.
You know what I mean? Niggas was singing, niggas was rapping, niggas was doing this to get the girls. And so when somebody said, hey, you want to go record a record, it was like we was just taking what we was doing at school and going to put it on record.
Right.
That's all it was. So it was just like an easy transition because we was naturals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Lil Z, I actually felt like Lil Z taught me a lot.
Okay.
And then with Lil Ricky, it was more like he was like the big homie. You know, he was already ready. He was recording music when I still had hoop dreams. So he kind of like, it segued into, okay, I'm an artist now, but I got these people around me that can kind of, you know, critique and help me do what I know I can do as far as being an artist. You know what I'm saying, as a whole. So, like I said, bro, it was just fun, bro. It was just a fun time, to be honest.
Man, it was incredible. And, you know, I really hate it because, like I said, my memory is incredible, man.
Right.
You guys had the Madonna single with Gucci Mane.
Right.
Y'all had the video shoot set up. It was going to be level 2. It was all over the place. But Gucci Mane got into some legal trouble and couldn't make it. And I feel like that was going to be the one that just had y'all out of here, man.
Possibly.
I feel like that, man. But, hey, like I say, Bubblicious, stupid. I still listen to that to this day.
Like I said, bro, it was just, like, it was fun, but, like, when I say we studied the game and became something so easily, and it was just so organic because we weren't even thinking about it like that. Like, when bro told us, hey, I'm going to get Gucci Mane on this song,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, like, not to sound, like, crazy, but we weren't even tripping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why when they told us Guwap wasn't going to show up,
Right.
it wasn't really a big thing. We still made it happen, and we still did. Shout out to Guwap, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But for doing that for us. But it was like we just was having fun, bro. We was young. So everything that came our way was a win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a win, bro. So it was just super fun.
All right, so let's go ahead and do a little fast forward. You know, I didn't really see you guys as much, you know, after a while over the years,
Right.
but eventually I ended up seeing, and it blew my mind, I saw B Flowers, and I'm like, what the hell is B Flowers? You know, and I see a video, a single, This Feeling, and I was like, that's Lil T.
Right. Absolutely.
And I, you know, no homo, but I fell in love with what I saw
Right,
because I didn't know you had that. I didn't even know you could sing.
Right.
You know,
right.
I fell in love with the transformation. Let's go ahead and talk about it, man.
Man, see, with that, the influence of my friends and my partners in the street kind of overshadowed, you know, the R&B side of what I bring to the world of music.
Right.
And like I said, I just was in a transitional period in time in my life where I was trying to find a balance. And I feel like This Feeling, you know, me making a decision to go that big,
Right.
it gave me balance.
Yeah.
Because prior to that, I had been doing rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hardcore rap. So once I made a decision to kind of clear just the whole approach in what I was trying to do, once I did that, it just, you know, it just gave me balance. So once I kind of stepped into that frame of music, it also was fun.
Yeah.
Because it was something that I knew how to do from the get-go.
Right.
It's just all about timing. You know what I'm saying? Personally, for me, it's just all about timing.
So I got to ask you, man, did you have any reservations at all about switching into R&B? Because,
No.
you know, like I say, where we come from,
Right.
it was almost frowned upon from the homies and all of that, you know. Man, you soft, man, you this and you
Right.
that, you know, but you didn't have no
Man,
reservations
you can
on
ask
that.
anybody that know me, bro, and I'm pretty sure you know that. Like, when it come to being different, or, you know, anything I could do to make you remember me,
Yeah.
that's what's most important to me. Whether it's negative, whether it's positive, yeah, I really don't care, bro. You know what I mean, when it come down to it. But if we speaking from a professional standpoint, man, we going to get the money, man.
Yeah, man.
We going to get the money, man, and that's
Yeah.
what we've been doing, and that's what we focused on. And like I said, making music to me is fun.
Right.
So I'm not even worried about opinions. I'm doing what was fun. I'm doing what make me feel good. So
Right.
when I hear beats, whether they pop, whether they rap, whether they trap, whether they melodic, whether they R&B, EDM, whatever it is, if I can approach it in an honest way, whatever come out, that's the decision that I'm making, and it's final. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And whoever like it, cool. Whoever don't like it, cool. We're going to continue to make music, though. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it was for me.
One thing that I noticed is that R&B kind of took you further, you know, because
Absolutely.
that led to an actual label situation.
Absolutely.
And next thing you know,
Absolutely.
man, I'm seeing you with, was that Erykah Badu?
Man,
Am I tripping?
listen,
I
man.
know I had to see it,
Man,
man.
I've probably been with everybody except Jay-Z and Beyonce. man.
Wow.
Like Jigga and B, like, I'm probably the only two people that I've yet to meet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So, of course, that situation kind of catapulted me into to a next level artist.
Right. All right, so let's talk comparisons, you know, because, you know, I'm pretty sure people, fans, or maybe people in the industry, oh, he kind of sounds like this, or he's giving me a little too much Trey songs. Like, let's get into that, man, because I'm pretty sure you've heard it all.
To me, I mean, I love it. If I'm compared to somebody successful and who's made millions and changed their life, you can continue to compare me. You know what I mean? But I don't get it sometimes. You feel me? Because I don't really pay attention to comments and all that. But when it come to me and people say it to me in person, it kind of like, not in a negative way, because I take it all in stride.
Right.
But if I sound like Trey Songz and Young Thug, but they don't sound alike,
right?
How is that? It's either I'm a goat, either I'm a robot, or people just be talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But my whole thing is, if the music touch them that much to make them compare me,
right,
I just got to keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And one day they probably figure it out.
It mean you're doing something right, you know.
Absolutely.
But, you know, one thing I do want to talk about, you know, of course, you know, the label situation that, you know, ended. You know, let's talk about your label situation now. You actually got your own label, right?
Absolutely.
You got artists too, right?
Absolutely.
Let's get into it, man.
I got, Gold Word Recordings. That's my label.
Okay.
And I got 4 artists, and I got 3 producers.
Okay.
And we kind of like just in the studio right now. Like I said, I just dropped Baby Boy Volume 1, which is going super crazy.
Man.
One of my producers actually produced Matilda.
Okay.
But everybody that produced on Baby Boy Volume 1, they signed to the label.
Okay.
So for the most part, man, right now we just and I actually got one of the producers here now, Stoner Boy. And right now we just trying to build. You know what I mean? We looking for talent. You feel me? Like, we looking for, from stylist to cameraman. You feel me? Like, we just trying to build a whole label, like, and just make it bigger than life. You know, because there's one thing I learned from being with Epic. You feel me? There's one thing I learned from L.A. Reid, like, how to build a company and how the infrastructure, the business actually works.
Right.
And I took that learning curve, and it motivated me to, you know, create my own LLC and create my own company. So once I did that, I just went and looked for artists. You know, some of which, you know, majority of young cats that I know,
right?
You know, young niggas from the hood, they look up to me. You feel me? They got talent. And then producers, just some producers that I met, you know, through some situations that I had with other labels and just opportunities that came across me. And I asked them, did they have a situation? They was like, nah, we just making beats for you. Yeah. So I was just like, man, you might as well just sign. You know, sign to my company, and we just continue to go up together.
Right.
That's basically how, you know, I, you know, legitimize my company.
You mentioned the album, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it because it's definitely a banger. It's got so many dope records on there. You know, I'm going to talk about a few of my favorites. You know, you got Amazing Grace. Right. That Morgan Freeman is stupid. That Monopoly is stupid. Like, you got so many, but
you be on it, bro.
I noticed a pattern. Like, different songs are named after different people in pop culture as well as companies. You got a song called Tesla. You got a song called Kim Kardashian. You got a song called Moneybag Yo. You actually had a feature with Moneybag Yo in the past. Y'all had a song. But even you got a song called Gucci Mane. Right. What was the thinking process when you was titling and making this project?
Man, honestly, bro, I just wanted to do something different, bro. Okay. You know, I wanted to have fun with it. And of course, these artists are artists that I, you know, respect. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like it just would be hard. You know what I mean? Like, if it don't do nothing, it'll make you want to listen to it. Yeah. Like, what is he saying? You feel me? So it ain't really like no big thing or like why I did it or whatever. It's just more like, man, I just wanted to do something different and just, like I said, have fun. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because music for me, man, it's just something that I do when I'm not in the street. Right. You know what I mean? Something that I do when I'm not with my family. You know what I mean? Or something that I do when I'm not on a plane. Yeah. When I'm not getting rest. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's second nature to me. So if I can do it and it's fun and it make me feel good, I'm doing it, bro. So, you know, to answer your question, bro, it just was something different, bro.
My guy said she don't even speak English, but I read her body language. I was like, look, this guy's all over the place with this. For sure. I want to talk about something. You know, while we're definitely talking about this album, it's available right now, all platforms.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about when I saw B Flowers on This Feeling and the Bernard Flowers I see now. It's a total different image.
You think so?
It is. It is. I actually am crazy about. That's why I wore this shirt. I wore it just for this interview. Right. Be true to yourself.
Right.
it's like you bloomed, man. Like you're not afraid to. You're not just gonna be conformed to what a R&B artist looks like, or
Right.
what a whatever looks like. You say, you know what, forget it. I'm gonna be who I am. You
Right.
know that. I noticed the leather jeans. Nothing wrong with that. The earring, chain earring.
Right,
You know.
right.
And I admire it because you're not afraid to be who you are.
Right.
That's a transformation.
Absolutely.
Let's get into it, man.
Like I said, for me, man, I just feel like just as a human being, you know, you kind of gotta do what you feel.
Right.
You know, in your vision is your vision for a reason.
Right.
You know what I mean? And your eyes are in your head for a reason. You know, other people can see you. Other people can see something that you see.
Right.
But you could see it totally different from them. You know what I mean? And personally, I just feel like whatever a person want to do, just do it.
Yeah.
You know, and without explanation also, because most of the time if you explain it, they're not going to understand it anyway.
Exactly.
You know
if you
what I
have
mean?
to explain it,
Exactly.
they don't
If-
get it.
if-
It's
if
not
they
might
need
not
it-
be for them.
If they need an explanation,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's probably something that's far-fetched for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I said, if I feel like doing it and I feel like it's fun,
Right.
it's edgy, it's
Yeah.
different, like I can go all day about it, bro. I just do it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's just fire.
And I like I said, I admire it because you understand, you know, when I see you, I see a star, you know.
Right,
I mean, think about how the vintage rock stars look. They look like stars. When you know, it's kind of like the supermarket test. When you're in the supermarket, people look at you. Is he a regular guy? Nah, they look at you, they be like, he do something.
Right.
What do you do? You know,
Right.
and it's the same thing with me. Like I say, I admire it because when you see me and I got red hair and then the next day I got blonde hair, you know, it's because I do something. It's
Right.
not that I'm having some type of weirdo panic attack or I'm
Right.
going crazy.
Right.
I'm having a midlife. It's none of that. It's just, it's all about individualism, standing out.
Absolutely.
And that's why I say we connected on
Right,
that. And I
right,
had
right.
to, you know, no pun intended. I had to give you flowers on there because, like I
Right,
say, the
for
boy
sure.
bloomed, and damn, that's another pun. Bloom.
Right,
I ain't even
right.
think about it. You know, this is what we
Right.
do. Hey, pun intended, pun, whatever. But I admire your decision to be bold with your transformation,
Right.
you know, because like I say, it don't mean he's soft or none of that. Like I say, people got to start getting that stigma out of their head. You know, me, I wear colors, you know.
Right,
It
right.
was a post, and not to make this interview about me, but it was a post, you know, I filmed the episode of the show. I had a Whitney Houston shirt on, you know, and she had on a pink dress, and she had on a purple dress, and I had on pink jeans.
Right.
Dude was like, oh man, that's the agenda, that's this and that. And I'm like, homie, I'm from South Memphis, don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
This
right,
ain't,
right,
you know,
right.
this ain't that. Like, colors pop on camera. I'm
Right.
not afraid to wear anything. And I see that same thing in you. So
Right.
that's why I say I had to acknowledge that on camera, man.
See, with that perspective, bro, and I feel like it's fly. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, man, ever since I was young, man, like I go in the store and pick up some shoes, and my mom used to be like, "Why you want them?" You know what I mean? And you know, 75% of the time, it's literally because I feel like nobody else gonna have it.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody else is gonna pick this shoe. They gonna pick that shoe. They're not gonna wear this shirt. They're gonna wear that shirt. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
just, you know, subconsciously, I've been like this since I was a kid. You
Yeah.
feel me? So, and you know, it's only human, bro. The easiest way out is to be negative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's something that comes second nature to majority of the people in this world. You know what I mean? It's easy to be like, oh, what he on, or whatever the case
Right,
may be.
right.
It's harder to embrace a person's individuality
Yeah.
because a lot of people are not original. So to me, man, like I said, for me, I just like having fun, bro.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it's something that I feel like gonna make me feel good about, you know, just being myself and, you know, making an unapologetic decision, you can count me in, bro. I'ma always do that, bro. That's just me. That's
No
Bernard
doubt.
Flowers. That's who I am.
And you from Memphis. I'm from Memphis.
Right.
We do things that make us stand out. You know, one thing Pimp C said, you know, you got to do something about you to make you stand out. You know, you
Right.
don't want to blend in.
Long live the pimp.
And I did mention, you know, Memphis. Let's talk about a couple things, a couple Memphis topics. First and foremost, man, we lost a phenomenal person, you know, because I know him, you know, personally. We talking about Young Dolph, you know.
Right.
Let's talk about Dolph, man, and, you know, how you feel about him, us losing him, and all of the above.
Man, first and foremost, man, just long live Dolph. You feel me? And everybody on Shawty's side that, you know, that loved him and had a connection to him. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Condolences. But, you know, I got a crazy story about Dolph, man. if you don't mind me telling it.
Go ahead, man.
We actually had a song with Dolph too when I was in the group.
Okay.
And it was just crazy. Bro was just always confident. You know what I mean? He just always knew who he was. You feel me? Like, he came to the studio and he was real laid back, cool, you feel me? Had a lot of jewelry on, had a lot of money on him. And like, he was one of the first people he was one of the first rappers that I actually saw that looked like what he rapped about.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Dolce & Gabbana clothes and stuff and just all the design and just like if you listen to a Young Dolph song and you actually saw him,
yeah,
you would be like, oh, that's why he said
exactly.
That. You know what I mean?
Right,
so,
right.
And that's the crazy part about it. Like when he pulled up to the studio, Drummer Boy actually set it up. Shout out to Drummer Boy. He actually set it up and he came to the studio. He was real humble about it and he did his verse or whatever and bro was just, I saw the person that that I heard on the songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I said, it was just crazy, everything that happened. But like I said, bro, shout out legend. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? May his legacy live on. And shout out to him and salute everything that he did and the groundwork that he put in.
No doubt, no doubt. Definitely got to say R.I.P. Dolph. Now let's go ahead and jump on, since we on Memphis, let's talk about the current state of Memphis music, because, I mean, over the years, we've seen a lot of artists propel and go into orbit, you
Right.
know. Some of them are still with us. Some of them, maybe have perished. Or some of them actually, we don't even see them doing music no more, you
Right.
know. But how do you feel about this current state of Memphis hip-hop right
I'm
now?
proud, bro. You know what I mean? I'm proud of everybody that's doing their thing, first and foremost. And I'm proud to be somebody that's a part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And continuously shaping, the now and the future. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like I said, if it's one word that I could kind of like say to describe how I feel about it, just that I'm proud. We deserve it. You know what I mean? A lot of people steal the swag. A lot of people get motivated by what we do, just the ideas and just the, just everything that we bring to the table.
Right.
You feel me? Like it's been going on for years. It's been going on since 3-6 was doing it, since 8 Ball and MJG. You know what I mean? Since Yo Gotti was doing it. You feel me? So we don't get enough credit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can just say I'm just proud. I'm proud to, be from here. I'm proud that I'm a part of it. And I'm proud to be somebody that's shaping it. You know what I mean? So double salute to everybody that's doing their shit. You feel me? It's lit.
Now, that's one question I got to ask you, man. If it could be anybody, let me say anybody's that you would like to do a collab with. We're talking about dream collaboration. Who would those people be? Or if it's just one person, who would it be?
Dream collab. That's a crazy question. Man, my dream collab, it'll be probably like Beyonce, Erykah Badu, Slime, Thug, Elton John.
Wow.
Yep, somebody like that.
I knew you was going to come out the bag with one of them
Yeah.
names that I
Yeah.
wouldn't expect, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, though. If it was anybody who, was no longer with us, who would you want to collab with? Anybody?
Michael Jackson or Prince.
Okay, yeah. I definitely was
Yeah.
thinking Prince, man.
Yeah.
I think you guys would kill it because it would be, and I don't think I've really heard any song with somebody rapping on a song with Prince.
That would have been me, man.
That would have
We
been
would've
crazy.
did some crazy
That would have
stuff.
been crazy,
We did
man.
Some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, hey, shout out
crazy.
R.I.P. to Prince, man. Shout out to
Sure.
all them people he named, especially Elton John, man. That would be dope.
Nah, for sure.
What type of topic would you guys talk about? That would be diverse, man.
Just being totally honest with you, bro. I really just lock in with Elton John just to learn, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like he a phenomenal human being.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he very colorful. I think he's smart.
Yeah.
I think he's unique. And like I wouldn't even lead with what I wanted to do. I would literally just ask him like, big bro, where you want to go, or where do you think, what you think I should say,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I would literally be a sponge in a room with somebody like Elton John. So
Absolutely. Now let's go ahead and transition, man. Your downtime. You know, you got a lot of people they out here, they binge watching, they Netflix, and some people PS5 and Xbox. And what are you doing?
Man, I'm getting some sleep, bro.
Okay.
I'm getting some sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm trying to get some sleep. If I try to watch Netflix, bro, I'm gonna fall asleep on it, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
So you mean to tell me the message go pop up? Are you still watching? You
right,
know, you
absolutely.
Gonna be
I'm always having to go back and resume playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm always on it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in that mode, when I'm having downtime, when I'm not in the studio, when I'm not on a plane, when I'm not at a photo shoot, when I'm not doing this, you know, like on camera per se. I'm just trying to get me some sleep, bro.
Yeah.
Just trying to get some rest and just chill, really.
All right, so of course I gotta ask you, man, you know, is fatherhood, is that something that you aim to do one day? Because, you know, I was kind of shocked when you told me off camera, you're like, oh, no, I don't have no children, you know, but is that something you aspire to do or what?
Absolutely. But I'm doing my trial run with my niece and my nephew.
Okay.
I got 3 of them now, so I got a niece. I got 2 nieces, actually, and I got a nephew. Like, them my kids.
Yeah.
Right? Them my kids, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like learning like the vibes with that. Just trying to be a good uncle. You know what I mean?
One thing I want to ask you, I just thought about it, man, like your family, how were they receiving your music and your career and all of that? Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's got to be support, but had to be some tense moments at certain points, right?
It was crazy because, like, my cousin told me, like, of course it was support.
Yeah.
Because I just always been like the one. You feel me? I always been like the golden child, like just as far as like just having the talent and, you know, having the courage to do it. You feel me? And just really going all out, knowing who I was, always knowing who I was from day one or who I wanted to be.
Right.
You know, even when I didn't have it all figured out, I knew I wanted to be something big. You feel me? And my family knew that. And they respected it. But like my mom used to say, like, she used to just brag about me to the family or whatever, and like she just be like, Tarek doing music, it might hurt your ears a little bit, but he doing something positive. You feel me? So, they love it, bro. They proud. You know what I mean? They might not understand it. I know my grandparents don't understand it. My grandma always be trying to tell me what type of music to make and all that. You know, like they're part of a different time and different generation.
Different era.
And just psychologically, you just gotta know that. You gotta understand that. Like they don't mean no harm. They just want a nigga to do gospel. You know what I mean? So I never say they don't support. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's just a different dynamic. And I definitely appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? It's always love, no matter what I choose to do. I could goddamn go on a 10-month run with Michael Phelps and just say I want to be a swimmer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My family gonna support that shit. You feel me? So it's always support with my family, bro, for sure.
You know, you actually mentioned your mom, you know, and she definitely was your major supporter. You know, I know you still dealing with the loss, man, but it's all I can say is it's difficult losing loved ones, you know. Like I said, I lost my brother a couple years ago, and that was my number one, you know. But anything you want to say, you know, about that?
I mean, you know, just that was my best friend. You feel me? So it's just crazy. It's still fresh. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, some just kind of. It's just it's really it's a real thing, bro. And I can't even give nobody no advice on it, bro. I can just say that, like, if a nigga continue to wake up every day, you know, it's just like my uncle told me. He just told me to put one foot in front of the other one. And I know that's something that she would want me to do. She won't want me to stop. She won't want me to like crash out, or she won't want me to do nothing crazy. She'll just want me to understand that it is what it is. Right. And just keep going the best way I know how. You feel me? So it's crazy though, bro. I don't really know what to say. Like it's really just it's a major, like I compare it to a knife being in my heart. You feel me? So that's basically, you know, the logistics of it.
And you know, it kind of sucks, like when you deal with people, and you know they say things, and you know everything just comes out so damn cliche. You know they say things
Right.
like, you know, and I'm here to say that there is no moving on. There's no
Right.
such thing
Never.
as that. Only thing you can
Never.
do is keep going and
Right.
keep going forward. There's no, you can't move on. Like you know, when my brother passed, you know, hey, you'll get over it. And I damn near want to choke that person because you don't get over that.
Right.
You just deal with it. That's a pain that you live with. And I live with it. So I know. You know what I'm saying? I know.
It's a thing, and sorry to hear about your brother.
Definitely, man.
It's a thing where you just, you know, it's like, I'm gonna be, you know, kind of cautious with how, you know, the analogy, but
Right.
it's kind of like a, you know, experiencing something that you never experiencing a feeling that you never felt. You feel me? You know, it's always a possibility. You know, it's all the potential of, you know, the reality of it, you know, coming to pass is more like just a enigma. It's just a thought. It's like, oh, that could possibly happen. You know, but anything could possibly happen.
Yeah.
You know, versus it actually happening and you having to take a step back and you know, stomach it. And it's just something that, like you said, it's no getting over. It's just continuing to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I kind of I look at it like you know, like in 300 the movie.
Yeah.
When Shouty had when Shouty and them on the horses came and they cut his son head off. And bro, it was like in the middle of battle, everything just comes to a complete halt.
Yeah.
A stop. Like when they cut his son head off, it was like the reality of what had just happened was so real that he couldn't even take it in because he was still swinging his sword.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's kind of how I felt when I lost, you know, my mom, when I lost my dad, when I lost my grandma. I felt like I was in the middle of battle and they were no longer. You know what I mean? I felt like I can't even grieve right now.
Yep.
Because the fight must go on. You feel me? And that's kind of the comparison, the only close comparison that I could make for the people that's watching to understand. Like, it's just like something that you know could happen, but the way it happened is so unexpected.
Right.
You kind of learn who you are, you know, in the midst of that pain and that struggle. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it was and what it is.
Most definitely. Like I say, man, this is real moments on Brink TV. This is no rehearsed stuff. Like, I like to, and I'm going to pull from 300 real quick, you know.
Right.
What I'm saying is I like to connect with people, you know, because we all healing from different hurt.
Absolutely.
And one part on 300 is the end, you know, where old boy was sitting next to him. He was like, it's an honor to die here next to you. You know what I'm saying?
That was gangster.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that was
that's,
one of the
that's the
most,
part that sticks out with me,
bro,
you
that
know.
was the most, that was one, not to cut you off.
Yeah, you good. You
that
good.
was one of the most gangster, like when I seen that,
yeah.
I was like, bruh,
Yep.
It's the loyalty for me, bro.
Yep.
Like, the bravery, like, nigga, you know what kind of nigga you gotta be
Right.
for your partner to say, nigga, if it end right now, nigga, it ended because I'm sitting next. It ended with me sitting next to you, nigga.
Right. Not me running.
You know what I
Not
mean?
me trading on you.
That's player.
Same
That's
time.
P, man.
Yeah.
That's P, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, bro, it's the loyalty, bro, and it's that fight. You know what I mean? My mama had fight, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's that fight that whatever happens. And it's how it is, and it's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Hard, bro. That's hard, bro.
It is what it is, man. Like I say, we connecting, we bonding on this couch, man. This ain't no
Absolutely, my
Dr.
brother.
Phil, you know what I'm saying?
For
But we
sure.
healing at the same time.
For sure.
I want to change the flow of traffic just a tad bit, man. I know you got your label, you
Right.
know, but let's say the opportunity did present itself for you to sign. Would you do it? Also, two-part question. Who would you want to sign to?
Man, that's another crazy question because, you know, I've been just so focused on me, and you know, I got artists now. You know what I mean? I ain't really even thought about it, but I definitely assign to Elton John.
Wow.
I definitely assign to it. All them artists that I said, you know, my dream collaboration. Beyonce, man, Beyonce,
Young Thug.
Spider, of
Yeah.
course, Slime, Pharrell. Like, I'm going big. I ain't even going, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I ain't never even really put no thought into it because I'm so focused on being where they at.
Right.
It's kind of like a second, you know, that's kind of like a, you know, a secondary, you know, gesture for me mentally. But if I did, it'll probably be with the same people that I named as far as my dream collaborations because I can learn a lot from them. You know what I mean? And you ain't never heard nothing about them doing no bad business.
Never.
You know what I mean? So
Never.
I'm one of the good guys. So I kind of want to brush shoulders with the good guys, bro.
No doubt, man. Go ahead and run that social media for the people that where they can keep up with you, man.
B Flowers on everything. You know what I mean? You type in Bernard Flowers, B Flowers gonna pop up. So B Flowers, get at me on all social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I think my TikTok like Bernard the God or something like that.
Yeah.
But I got all my handles on my Instagram. So B Flowers, like if you ain't following me, get into them, man. Pull up, show some love, rock out with me.
Anything else you been working on that you want the people to know, man? Anything?
I got a movie coming out. It's not my movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be one of the stars in it. And it's actually, you know, with one of the biggest artists from Memphis.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just say I have collaborated with him before.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say their name, but
yeah.
homie doing a movie, and I'm gonna be a part of that. He one of the biggest in the world. He one of the biggest from the city. We putting on. So it's only right. Like if I was gonna do a movie, I'm gonna go big the first time I do it. So be on the lookout for that. And like I said, Baby Boy Volume 1 is out on all platforms. Matilda is out on all platforms. It's going crazy. Quadruple salute to everybody who watched it. Quadruple salute to everybody who fucking with everything that I'm doing. And that's about it, man. Shout out to you, Brink. I mess with everybody, bro. Like, I'm one of them artists that, like, gonna have a song with everybody in the industry.
It was
you know what I
funny you
mean? That's what
said
type of artist I am.
In one of the songs, man, you was like screaming, yeah, like Lieutenant G. You said that on there, man.
Bro.
I be catching them lines, bro.
Man,
I be catching them, man.
Part about it, bro, I don't really be writing. I do more writing for other artists than myself.
Okay.
So I really be forgetting. I be saying a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but like I said, bro, anybody that influenced the culture, anybody that came before me, from my city, from my hood, from my section, from my neighborhood, from my area, Memphis in general, everybody who came before me, you know what I mean? Quadruple salute to them, whether it was Lieutenant G, whether it was 3-6 Mafia, Lil Chad, whether it was Yo Gotti, whoever, shout out to you. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all because y'all laid the foundation for me to have, you know what I mean, what I have going on right now, and for me to, you know, put on jewelry and put on clothes and get in front of the camera and actually be somebody that people want to listen to. It took somebody before me to, you know, put their feet in the pavement and leave their print in the sand. You know what I'm saying? So I got to salute to everybody. But that line was crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even know
man.
what made me think of that shit. But when I
Yeah,
thought of
man.
that shit, I was like, we keeping this line.
Yeah.
We keeping this line on God.
All right, so this is my favorite part of the show. Of course, on Brink TV, we got two cameras. This camera right here, this is your camera. I need you to look into that camera right there and tell the people why they should rock with you, why they should listen to your music, why they should check out the movie that you go be in when it come out. Go.
I'm just hard. And if you don't like nothing else, man, you going to like the outfit I put on, Slime. On God.
Hey, this is a dope episode, man. We're gonna have to chop this up into two. You know, he gonna be on 2 weeks on Brink TV. This is gonna be 2 separate episodes. Like I say, we definitely doing it, man. Like I say, it's definitely an honor to have had you as a guest on this icy white couch.
Sure.
You know, it
Thank you
means
for
a
having
lot
me.
for you to, you know, we tell stories on here. You know, this ain't just
Absolutely.
a traditional interview where you know, and then I know you. You know, it
Right,
ain't
right,
like
right.
I don't know you, but I
Right.
know you. So we actually bonded on this couch. Y'all seeing things on this interview that you probably won't see on too many of my other interviews because, like I say, this is real moments. This ain't rehearsed. This ain't capped for camera.
Right.
We don't do that.
Right.
Like I say, this is South Memphis and Westwood. Hey, we in
Absolutely.
here. With that being
Shit
said,
show.
thanks again for being on the show,
Man,
family.
thank you for having me, my brother. Love.
No doubt. Now back to more Brink TV. What's happening, everybody? I'm Brink Young, and I got a question for all you artists out there. Does your music video have what it takes to make the Brink TV countdown on Comcast in Memphis and Atlanta? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, right? Well, if it is, go ahead and submit your music video. It's simple. All you got to do is go to www.brinktvshow.com, go to the contact section, and email us your video. Now, there is a submission fee, but it's only $25. Once your music video is submitted, it stays in the voting selection for a total of 8 weeks. So that's 8 opportunities for your video to be seen on Comcast in Memphis and Atlanta. So what are you waiting on? Go ahead and submit your music video today.